If I could go back and tell freshman Carly some advice, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many things that I would say to her. The first one being, why on earth did you ever wear makeup the first day of your freshman year of high school? Honestly, who were you trying to impress? There were definitely no boys at your school.
Reagan, you've made it. You're finally in high school. Now keep your head up. Don't be too scared. You may not know a single soul in this place, but in 4 years, you will have made 220 of your very best friends.
If I could write a letter to my freshman self, one thing I would tell myself is to worry less. Don't feel like you have to hold the whole world on your shoulders. Yes, there can be a lot going on in your life at once, but take a moment and just relax. Breathe. Going from grade school to high school is a huge transition, and I mean huge. You were just the big fish in the small pond, and now you're the small fish in the big pond. Make the most of your freshman year and don't regret anything.
Dear Jennifer, first I want to congratulate you on making the decision to come to Assumption, despite what others wanted for you. This will be the best decision you will ever make in your entire life. For the next 4 years, and for every day after, you will learn why.
If I could go back and tell freshman year Amanda some things, they would be that you are not your sister. She left a great legacy, and you're going to spend a lot of time trying to live up to it before realizing that you're going to leave one of your own.
I don't think you have any idea how many memories that you're going to be making or how many friends that you're going to have, probably for the rest of your life. At first, you're going to be nervous, considering that you're starting a new school with all new people, but a lot of them you've never met before. But I will tell you, I have a lot of faith in you.
Don't take anything for granted, especially not your uniform. I'm serious, you don't realize how easy it makes your life until you don't have one.
You are probably nervous about your placement test scores because they weren't the best scores, but I'm telling you now, do not stress about them because you are better than what those scores define you as. Be confident in your ability. You are so smart, and you may need to work harder than other people to get to where you want to be, but that's okay. Hard work is a good thing to have. You're going to have more obstacles when it comes to standardized testing because you're not great at testing, but I'm telling you right now, you will overcome them and you will succeed.
Junior year of high school is when friends are going to leave you because more important people come into their lives, and for a while, you're really going to feel lost and you're going to blame yourself. What did I do wrong that she doesn't want to be my friend anymore? But sometimes girls are going to choose boyfriends and friends over you. And in the long run, you're going to realize it is okay.
Stop stressing out about being friends with the popular group. You are going to find your own group of friends who accept you for the awkward, hilarious, outgoing, weird personality that you have, and you're going to keep these friends that you've made in high school for the rest of your life.
Know that popularity isn't everything, and always focus on your schoolwork. Talk to everyone at least once, even the people you think are weird. In the end, you'll be glad you did, because everyone has a story and deserves to have it heard. Speaking of weird, embrace your weirdness, and know that laughter is the best form of medicine. Never be afraid to speak up or stand up for yourself. Not everyone is going to be nice to you, but know that you have just as much worth as anyone else.
I mean, I get it. I kind of felt myself like trying to buy the newest purse or the coolest shoes to fit in with everyone. But when I guess it was junior year, it kind of rolled around, I realized, like, if I want to wear shoes from the 7th grade with polka dots on them and not shave my legs for 3 weeks, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'm going to be myself. And it was the biggest eye-opener in the whole world. From that point on, I had the absolute best time showing everyone in my class who I was.
Don't be worried if you don't meet your very best friends right away. Give things time and you'll find your place. And a great way to do this is to get involved. Now, Gina, I know sometimes you like to get involved in everything, which is great, but you also want to make sure that you focus on your schoolwork because that's what you're here for, and that should come first and foremost. However, that's something different than not applying or trying out for something just because you don't think that you're good enough. So please, please, please don't ever think that you're not good enough for something. Because if I told you all that you're going to accomplish while you're at Assumption right now, you wouldn't believe me.
Take my advice when I tell you to not let a boy determine your night. You'll experience a lot of heartbreak, but lying in bed crying over a boy is never worth it. So get up, get ready, and go out with your friends. You'll be happy you did later on.
I committed literally any free moment that I had to this boy, whether it was 20 minutes after school in between sports or 3 hours I had that I should be doing homework. I was with this boy. He kind of took over my life and I let it happen. So I really chose a boy over friends, and that's one thing that I would like to emphasize to you all that you should maybe try not to do. Friends are forever going to stick with you, and boys don't always. And that's what I realized my senior year. I realized that this boy was not going to be the boy that I was going to marry, and that I had literally let 3 years of what were supposed to be the best years of my life pass me by, and I had a very short amount of time to make up all of the relationships that I was supposed to be growing over those 3 years. I promise you that choosing friends over a boy will pay off in the end.
Often at times you may feel lost about who you are, if your parents are proud of you, who your friends are you doing well in school? All these questions are normal throughout high school, but it's your job to figure out who you are and who you want to be.
You shouldn't forget that your classmates need your support too, through the good and the bad. There are going to be girls, yes, even some that you are pretty close to, that must deal with awful hard news, and they need you to offer your support. So write a card to her when she is sick, or go to the funeral home even when you're afraid it might be awkward, and I promise you that it will make you feel better too. They're going to need you, and you would hope that they would do the same for you. And when things get rough or you're overwhelmed and you just don't know what to do, I can tell you that you have tons of people that want to help you, especially your parents.
Be kind to your mother, especially because you would be nothing without her. Your relationship will be broken for a little while, so learn to fix it. Appreciate her and restore that trust.
Don't be closed off to the world. Let your mom annoy you about questions about your day, and let your sister in more because she just wants to help. You're going to realize that these are the things you miss most once you leave home after Assumption, so cherish them now.
Spend time with your family. They love you and they want the best for you. Be a role model for your sister, for your brother, and for your friends, and just everyone around you. Family is everything, and enjoy the time you have with them. Because soon you'll be going off to college and you won't get to see them every day after you come home from school. So really just enjoy the time you have with them. Maybe, don't go out with your friends one weekend and stay home with your family. So just really embrace it. The time you have with them. And your parents are usually right because they want the best for you. So they know what's right for you. So just listen to them, because in the end it will be a lot easier for you.
This is the time in your life when you discover yourself in so many ways. What you like and don't like, what you're good at, what kind of friend you are, what kind of student you are, what you believe in, and who you want to be one day. Of course it'll change and evolve as you grow older and experience more, but you will find your way back. For the next 4 years, Assumption will guide you to become the woman you are meant to be. However, it will be hard. You will face adversity and you will feel beaten and bruised some days, but it's all en route to knowing true joy, love, and kindness.
Cultivate your relationship with God, because when you leave Assumption, no one is there to tell you to go to church or pray. Go on every retreat. You'll connect more with the girls in your class, and you'll learn a little bit more about yourself along the way. Some things you're going to think are weird or cheesy, but trust me, you'll be thankful you did in the end.
I think the most important piece of advice that I wish I would have known is to constantly live out your faith. Don't give up on your relationship with God, because you might not know when something tragic might happen. You should really take in what Assumption teaches you, how to be a Christian woman. Everything that you learn on the retreat, really try and live those out daily.
But something that I have also learned even more so since I have graduated is that if you just give everything to God and trust Him, that it will all work out, you'll often feel a lot better then too.
Remember that God's timing's perfect. Be loving. Put your big heart to good use. Share the love with others, and in turn you will receive love. Love thy God, love thy neighbor. This is the greatest commandment. Life is overwhelming, but God has a mysterious way of working things out when everything feels hopeless.
Teachers are like at Assumption, they're not there to earn the six-figure paycheck and teach you y = mx plus b. They're there because they love us and they love what they do, and they want to teach us lessons not only from a textbook, but lessons that will help us throughout our whole life. And at first I didn't realize that, but looking back now on experiences that I've been through just in my first 2 years of college, the lessons that I learned at Assumption are amazing. They have helped me so much.
And don't underestimate the Assumption staff, because they are there and they will listen. You're going to leave Assumption and you aren't going to find teachers that care as much as they do.
Make sure to become close with all of your teachers. They are there to help you with anything, school related or non-school related. Being a student at Assumption means you are truly part of a family, and they always have your back and are willing to lend a helping hand.
You may not know it yet, but you are fearless. You are amazingly imperfect, and that is all that you will ever need to be.
Learn to love your body in this life, in this world. Give of yourself to others, but remember to replenish your soul. Focus your energy on the things and people that matter, and do things that promote real change in the world, in your life, in other people's lives. Believe in yourself more than anything else. Keep that fire within you and let it drive you to your happy place.
Getting involved as a freshman allows you to meet different people in your class and upperclassmen as well. You will definitely become more connected with other students and teachers that you share the same interests with. Don't go through high school waiting for college. Live up these 4 years of your life, because once you graduate, you'll want to come right back. Assumption is such a strong community, and everyone in it cares and loves you, and I truly mean that. Just remember to be yourself, and everything will work out just the way you want it to.
As you try and make your mark on this wild place, make sure you dress up for every event that you can. This means pulling out all of your odd clothing and going all out. You will look back on pictures from high school and die laughing at how silly you look. Regardless of what happens these next 4 years, to you, always remember that they are truly the best 4 years of your life. You will have breakdowns in college and want to cry to go back home. And while you obviously want to go home and see your family, you will also want to go back to your home away from home. And for me, my second home is Assumption High School.
Assumption's going to give you so many things, but honestly, probably the best gift of all is the great education and the girls who are going to be by your side no matter what.
Please don't rush your 4 years at Assumption, because on walkout day, you'll be sitting in your seat crying, wishing you didn't have to leave and that you could relive every moment again.
Assumption is already so proud to call you a part of its community, so I hope you are always proud to say you are a member as well. Oh, and actually, one last thing. Always bring in food for homeroom. Go Galway.
Remember who we are. We are the community of Assumption, where compassion inspires, faith guides, excellence empowers, and integrity matters.
Your 4 years will fly by, and soon enough you'll be walking out the doors as a senior, and the song Forever Young will have a whole new meaning to you. So hang tight, take in every second, and enjoy the ride.